boy, Step Back Mikey in the flesh. Yes, sir. New Orleans, LA Lakers, the battle of who gonna get the 8, 9, 10 in the West Side till you die. Yeah, they trying to get into the playoffs, and the Lakers are working their way out of it. Jesus Christ, God, who would have thought the few old men that I talked about in the beginning of the year really coming true to fruition? I said it. I said it again. I'll say it again once more. They're too old, man. They really are too old. This game was tremendous for them, though. I think it, it, when you talk about teams and giving their all, Lakers, no offense, I've said it before, it's not LeBron's fault. He still has the offensive talent. But as you get older, the knees, the body, it's tough to keep, shuffling and moving around like that, man. Russell shot making has always been a problem his whole career. He's already developed to what he's developed to. If he really put his mind to it, yes, he could be a jump shooter because that's a learned art. That's a repetition art. That's a summertime, 2,000 shots a day art. If you really want it, even at an old age, you can always gain the shot, but it's not there. It's not consistent. Anthony Davis has been plagued with injuries, so you got a few old men in LeBron and Westbrook, and then you add on AD, who's injury prone. He's like an old man already with his body, can't remain healthy. Let me make no qualms about it. Let me be straight the F up, man. They would have made the playoffs if AD, LeBron, and Westbrook were there. Okay, I'm not going to front and throw them out of the dark here and say no. They would have made the playoffs with AD there. Okay, he's been injured too much. LeBron has been injured a lot this year. It's been a tough year. I'm not sure what the push is for the playoffs either. In my opinion, this team should definitely be looking for a nice little draft pick that they can add on a few young legs because they can't get anything in free agency because of all the dollars that are tied up. In my mind, this could be a nice move for them to try to get in the top 10 piece in the draft. My opinion though, this draft, I'm not sure it has enough, and I'm not really sure what they necessarily need. They have a lot of pieces, guys. When you look at it, because they can't. What I'm saying, they have what they need. LeBron, AD, and Westbrook almost untradeable. Almost untradeable. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be sure to tell you that with the way the teams are playing now, and I talked about the NBA system, right? The basketball system. You're getting a lot of folks that are really leveling up and starting to play in a certain way that's positive. It's positive meaning they can get your flow, they can get the euro, they can get the shot, which makes it a little bit more balanced on the talent that you can get through teams. I'm going to tell you this, outside of the few big men up there in the top 3, 4 of the draft, you kind of level out, man. A lot of these guys can do it. I mean, Matt Turin is one of my favorite athletes in the draft, but he's not anything too special. He's Diallo with a shot, in my opinion. Diallo from the Pistons. So I mean, it's not like I'm drafting number 10. And, I think between 5 and 20 in the draft, they're gonna be like players because the system is there. The system is there for these kids to get the handle, the jump shot, and the euros through the lane. And that kind of makes everyone even. It's all about if you make your shots. And that you see that Brandon Ingram euro in there. What the Pelicans have that most people don't realize, and I did a video on them a couple of days ago. Probably got -1 views, but the Pelicans have a lot of young talent. Okay, a lot of young talent. Zion's not back. I'm gonna tell Zion right now, this is a better situation than the Knicks. The 3-and-D players that you have on this team, Zion, is a much better. Listen, Andre Barrett is cool, bro, but he's not here, man. You got Caleb Murphy. You got a lot of nice young talent on this squad. I think that are better than Barrett, in my opinion. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just being straight up honest with you. I don't think Barrett has developed the jump shot yet. To me, I've always said it. He could be at his peak if he really pushed himself, a Jimmy Butler-like player. But I'm not sure his offensive game is that smooth or if his jump shot will get there. So that's my thing with the New York Knicks move that I think that Zion's trying to make from a monetary perspective. And I'm gonna tell you, New York is not kind of the heart when you injured, boy. When you injured them New York don't care. They don't care, bro. If you're not producing, New York don't care. You can have 10 games in and you score zero. You're gonna start hearing, Zion sucks. Zion sucks. That's New York. It's quick. It's quick. It's nasty. People are rude. It is what it is. I'm from Jersey. I get the same. We get a little bit, New York -2. Same old bourgeoisie. Be careful. But let me come back to the Lakers. Let me come back to a squad that was really built upon trying to win this year. Okay. Too old. Too old. Too old. LeBron doesn't have everything he had when he was younger. Okay. And you're going to say, Negro, shut up. He's almost one of the top scorers in the NBA. That wasn't all LeBron was when he was younger. He was one of the top passers. He could also rebound. He was a defensive menace. He was a defensive menace. Look at that. What was that? What was that? What was that right there? Did you see that play? Valanciunas, man, really all-star season for him. Okay, again, coming from Memphis. Look, all offense. All offense. All offense. The man's too old. You can't expect this. You need a runner out there, man. And there's talent out there that can do that. They can get some G League 6'8" to 6'10" type players. They're all over now that can run around and block shots. They didn't go do that, right? Stanley Johnson was an okay pickup. I liked it. Even staying confidence-wise is not what the Stan that I used to see in high school, okay? Or the Stanley on the on the Toronto Raptors. He can do more. There's more in his game. He needs to really, really get confident because I know he's playing with Bronny. That's it. I'm going to sign off here, man. The few old men, they're trying. There's a couple games left. Matter of fact, let's get to that real quick, man. Let's ease on over. CBS Sports, NBA. Let's get busy and kind of look at that, man. Let's look at the games that they got left before I let y'all go because I got to provide some value on what I think is going to happen next with the squad. They're number 11, okay, and their schedule is as follows, okay? This is who they got left. Okay, Denver, Phoenix. That New Orleans game, by the way, was a must-win. Denver, Phoenix, Golden State, Oklahoma City, and Denver for the last 5 games. Okay, let's look at the Spurs, who they're competing with real quick. It's a sad day, man. It really is because it's the end of that era, and I knew it would come. It's the end of the LeBron era. It's nearly almost totally shut down. Remember, like Kobe in his last years playing with the Lakers. Same deal here. The only difference is this guy has a lot of talent around him. LeBron James does, if they were healthy. Let's go back to the standings. I want to get over to the Spurs, and that's the team that they're king. Oh, man, be careful with the Sacramento Kings. Lord God, be careful. Be careful, LA Lakers. Let's go ahead and look at them. Schedule-wise for the Spurs, I do not want to see the Spurs in there. I ain't going to lie to you. Even as much as I, hate on the Lakers, I do not want to see them in there. Well, much easier schedule for the Spurs if they'll probably beat Portland. Denver may be some trouble depending on positioning. Minnesota, Golden State, Dallas. So they got 4 teams competing there. I think the Lakers have a little bit more. I think everyone they're playing is competing for standings and positioning. So I think there is trouble for LA. Man, it really is. It's going to be tough on them. I'm going to go back and look at who they got. I saw Denver twice, right? So that's a problem right there because right now Denver is really trying to get in the mode of things, bro. I mean, straight up, man. Denver's trying to get in a position. They're almost even. They're almost even on what they're going to do here. Phoenix has clinched themselves a championship, right? Excuse me, a first round, the best team on the West slot. So I'm not sure they necessarily need to mess with anything and maybe rest their players. They may get lucky there on a rest night for Phoenix. Oklahoma City is a must win. And let's go ahead and look at Golden State positioning right now for the Lake Show real quick. Let's go ahead and look at the Golden State Warriors and where they at. They're number 3. I think they better. Ooh, that's not good. I don't think they want to be number 3. I don't think they want Denver number 1 in the first round. I think they want Utah. I'd rather have Utah than Jokic in the first round, Golden State. Oh, Lord, that's going to be miserable for you. That's going to be, at the end of the day, from a team perspective, I think everybody wants the Clippers, okay? I think everybody wants the Clippers in there, Clippers to get out of there because the talent that they have to what they have done really overachievement. Tyronn Lue is going to get Coach of the Year. There's no doubt about it. For what he's done with that squad, no Paul George, no Kawhi Leonard. Reggie Jackson's coming out party. I can really do this. He been doing it since the Pistons. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching them. We gotta see. I'm gonna sign off here though. Lakers, will they make it? In my opinion, I hope they make it. I do not want to see Sacramento in the San Antonio in the playoffs. It's been miserable. But I'm gonna sign off here. Your boy Step Back, man. Got a little thing in the throat. I'm gone. Peace.